You look pretty cool, Michael.
Say thank you. Give him a thumbs up. Give thumbs up. He's moving it up. Good
I see it.
boy,
I see it.
Sweetheart. Good job.
Good job, Michael.
So is there another bag? Good
Thumbs
boy.
up.
There are a few. We're on our way to the White House to mow the lawn as Michael's last wish. Michael has had epilepsy since he's 8 months old and has been through probably more than any person with epilepsy that I've ever known, including 9 brain surgeries. Michael had a right hemispherectomy when he was 8 years old, where they removed the whole right half of his brain to try to stop his seizures. Left him paralyzed on his left side of his body, blind in his right eye, and no left field vision in his other eye, so he's legally blind. You'd never know, though, because the way he can throw a baseball, he's got amazing aim. What, sweetheart? I'm right here, all right? I'm right here. Can I tell your story? Huh? All right. You listen to the story. So besides having many brain surgeries and have tried every anti-epileptic drug available, nothing has been able to control his seizures. We've traveled all over the United States and as far as Paris, France, to try to help Michael. He's been to Paris, UCLA, Johns Hopkins, Yale University, and our base hospital has been Boston Children's Hospital.
He and his family have shown us that there's never a moment when it's actually appropriate to give up hope, and there's always something new and something different to try. And he's an example of how you can go on for a very long time, making your way through the difficult labyrinth that epilepsy is.
When Michael had his hemispherectomy when he was 8 years old, it was the hardest thing that Vinny and I have ever had to do. The doctors came to us and asked us to take half of his brain out. And I'm like, you can put a man on the moon, and yet epilepsy's been around since mankind. And you guys don't have a treatment for my son, and you want to take half of my son's brain out to try to stop his seizures? I thought it was barbaric, and it was the hardest decision we've ever had to make in our life, is them taking him from our arms and bringing him to the operating room that day. They don't even know why my son has seizures, never mind finding a cure for him. And I'm not even asking for a cure. I was asking for treatment that could help him, or a medicine that would stop his seizures. Michael's still fighting severe pain. A lot of complications over the past 2 years. He had a stroke in the spinal cord, which left him paralyzed from his waist down, which caused a lot of damage to his spinal cord, which is causing a lot of pain going down into his legs. So about 2 months ago, my husband and I decided that Mike suffered enough, and it was just time to keep him comfortable. It hasn't been easy by any stretch of the mind. It has not been easy in any way. Would I change it? No. Not for a minute, because changing it would change Michael and change what's meant to be. I don't know, it's been tough. It's been very trying on our family life. It's touched my other children in different ways. Nobody wanted to talk about it, and here I am like, what does he have to be ashamed about? I was really flabbergasted. You know, we never had epilepsy in our family, so I didn't understand exactly what was happening to Michael. I was young, I was only 24 years old when Michael got sick, so it was new to me. I never thought I'd have a child that was going to be ill. But when somebody told me, don't tell anybody, I was like, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. My son's never going to be ashamed that he has epilepsy. Hopefully the president will ask what that stands for. The Epilepsy Foundation was a great help to us. Actually, I went to work for them for about 6 years, and I worked with the family part of it. Let's get you ready to go. I think it's okay. I think it'll be. What, sweetheart? Yeah, who's in it? They got us a suite, so it's really nice. White House. Yeah, everybody's been really nice.
Doc, what's the best way to do this? Just set us down. You want us to move them? You want to move them?
How many firemen?
We have an incredibly skilled unit who are really dedicated to their patients beyond anything you could ever hope for or imagine. The nurses, the doctors are committed to Michael almost like a member of their family.
I think they have to call him when we get to a certain point, too. I like to think that I'm part of the team, or at least I want the doctors to think that we're part of the team. You know, they'll always ask me, what do you think? Do you think more of this or less of this, or what do you think about this? So, you know, when Mike was younger, I was naive, and whatever the doctors wanted to do was okay, you know, because you put your trust in doctors, and you have to. You have to trust that they're doing what's best. Trust your instincts, you know. Be an advocate for your child. If you think something's wrong, speak up. If a doctor wants to start the 8th medicine without taking 2 away because one's not working, and you be your child's advocate. You know the child best. And I think that's one of the things I've learned over the last 2 years, is that I'm with Mike 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I know him like a book. And, you know, if I say, no, the pain's not there, or no, that drug's no good for him, trust your instincts and stand up for your child. I look at Michael and I keep saying to myself, there has to be a purpose in all this. And I don't know what that purpose is. I don't understand, like, there's got to be a purpose of why Mike's been hanging on for the past 2 years fighting for his life. There's got to be a reason why I'm going to the White House to cut the grass. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the purpose is. But I hope that Mike's legacy lives on, and I hope that he's able to teach other people about how strong he is, and how given he is, and what an innocent soul he is, and how many people he's touched in the past 21 years of his life. Michael has never, ever, ever complained in the last 21 years of being ill. He's never complains, he never cries, he never asks for anything. He's just such a good little boy. Stay strong. Love your child for who they are. Love them for who they are. You know, God gave them to you for a reason.